Hello, it's 11:46 p.m. at night, still on January 31st. So, um, it's almost time to go in the next hour and 15 minutes, and then I have to be back to sleep. Well, I don't know if I get any sleep, but be, on the streets with no hotel room or nothing. So, it's supposed to get down to 58 degrees by tomorrow morning in the next few hours. So I'm, just trying to stay in a safe spot. Um, just trying to stay in a safe spot for as long as possible until this place closes, and then go to, you know, go. Well, I mean, I really, I slept. Well, I didn't get to. Oh yeah, I did. Um, it was about. I may have fallen asleep after 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning and dozed off, and so I dozed off and woke up at 5:30, and then left the spot. I mean, it was a nearby church. Well, I mean, so the police trying to tell me, oh, they got plenty of places to sleep. Oh, they got churches you can sleep by. Well, they have this church on Pensacola Boulevard, and some of the churches downtown, they don't allow homeless to sleep there. And they threaten you with jail, or prosecution if you sleep on their property. And a lot of these churches are not of God, and that's why, it's like they'll force religion down your throat. Not true biblical salvation, but fake Christianity and fake religion. They'll shove down your throat. But they'll give people crumbs and the illusion of help. And society says the body of Christ is supposed to help the poor and the homeless. Even if you're not homeless, they're supposed to help the poor. And not the government, not the satanic government, but the body of Christ. But people are so busy giving their money to the pastors and the fake Masonic sellout pastors who sold their souls to the 501c3 satanic tax exempt system. And I heard that basically you can get paid more money. Hold on, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Ooh, I think they probably hit me with energy weapons, manipulating me to sneeze to prevent me from getting the truth out. So so the 501c3, yeah, if they sell their souls to the 501c3 tax exempt, and then they get paid more money, but I heard that they get very controlled, like the government try to control what you're allowed to preach about with the 501c3 tax exempt status. But so they can lose their tax exempt status if they speak anything contrary to the New World Order. And so they get compromised, especially if their church grows. Just like if somebody's money grows a certain amount, they try to see us being targeted. They try to keep us from making a certain amount of money, or want to keep tabs on every penny. But I heard if you make a certain amount of money, they'll approach you and try to get you to compromise and sell out. So with the so-called Christian churches, they'll try to get you to compromise and sell out. You know, um, they'll try to get you to compromise and sell out with the so-called Christian churches. And the bigger your church grows, um, they'll try to approach you with a deal to compromise. And I guess if you don't cave in, then they threaten your livelihood. um, or they'll threaten your family and try to get you to join and become a puppet of the Illuminati and involved in the occult, new age, witchcraft, whatever, you know. And so I heard that a lot. You see the celebrities and politicians or whoever got any fame, even famous, you know, if you got any kind of fame, I heard that celebrities are instructed to be selfish and stingy, you know, and not help, because celebrities have enough money that they could be helping people, but it's cursed demonic money. It's cursed demonic money, and then they're selfish and don't even want to help people with anyway. And a lot of times, you know, people forget, but they have fake charity and fake philanthropy so that they can avoid having to pay taxes or something like that, or so that they can stay tax exempt. And so, like if a celebrity pretend to fake help with certain disasters and stuff, and fake philanthropy, it's only about them avoiding taxes. They don't really care about people. And so, just like celebrities are instructed to not help us, gang stalkers are instructed to not help us. That's why I be getting mad. But a lot of times I approach somebody like, hey, excuse me, you have change the spirit for food to eat? And I don't know that they're a gang stalker until they flip off and act a certain way. You know, and so it's not every person who can't help. It's the people who are deliberately rude to me, or give me that reminder, you deserve to be punished, you're a bad person. That just infuriates me. I have plenty of footage of myself being like, hi, excuse me, you have changed the spirit for food to eat? And if they look me in the eye and say politely, I'm sorry, ma'am, no, I don't, then I understand that. But if you straight up brick wall me and ignore me and shake your head and walk off, I know you're part of them. You know, or you treat somebody like a pest, and it's like you about to go and eat lavish, but they preventing us from working, or if they do, they mob us off the job and stuff, you know. So gang stalkers are instructed to not help targeted individuals, and celebrities are instructed to not help the poor. And all these celebrities that we idolize and worship, when have you heard of whore Beyonce and Jay-Z? When you ever heard, or Sean Diddy Combs, when you ever heard of them feeding the poor? Celebrities with less fame would feed the poor, but less fame or money. Just like your next door neighbor, you know, somebody who's a regular like me and you, not famous, you know, that person would give a person who is housed and living on government assistance, would be more like, or if they have a job like at fast food restaurant, they'll be more likely to donate generously to whatever you need than somebody who's rich and fraudulently and illegally driving around in a 2023 Jeep Wrangler or something, or no, I'm sorry, is that the yeah, if they have a like the newer Jeep Wrangler, I'm just using that for an example, or a Genesis vehicle, like used to be called Hyundai Genesis and now it's simply Genesis, for example, you know. But if somebody who drives around in a 2004 Toyota Corolla is more generous with giving to you, and if they live in the housing projects, they're more generous to give to you than somebody who's living in a gated community in an affluent area and has, you know, something really nice. Like these abusive narcissistic, because of narcissism, you know, the abusive narcissistic research, you ought to see how they speak harshly about us poor and homeless and say, yeah, I wouldn't give them a penny. And then and they act like as if they call for us to be in concentration camps and put away like an animal. Excuse me, because the Freemasonic news media, and Hollywood depiction of poor and homeless falsely paint all homeless people in a bad light. But homeless targets, they're usually not a lot of homeless targeted individuals, a lot of us aren't on drugs. And then targeted people are forced to be homeless, so a lot of us got to be forced to be part of the homeless clique. But then we end up being perped so bad and rejected from society that we're forced to try to just exist and try to survive, being totally alone. Like they have some professed targeted individuals, they just go live out in the woods or go live in the mountains or something. But I'm kind of close to a mildly wooded area. You know, as I said, I saw that deer last night and early this morning, and I got so scared. Was afraid of what that deer might do to me. I was hoping and praying that the deer wouldn't get close to me. And I'm, more terrified of those black bears that I've been hearing about. And I saw videos and pictures of black bears in Northwest Florida. So in California, I had to hear about coyotes. And that was terrifying. And I think New Orleans, too, I had to hear about coyotes and wolves and stuff. It's really scary. So, and I'm doggone vulnerable. The only weapon I have is, some people consider it a weapon, sometimes it's not considered a weapon. But I just have the pepper spray, and I don't even know if it's still usable, And people say, try to keep some protection on you at all times. But see, I don't carry a knife or a blade. But people used to advise me, carry around a blade or something for your protection, or this or that or whatever. And I had this and that happen, like being beat up, being raped by people, and stuff like that. And then the craziness that comes with gang stalking. If a person is if a TI is supposed to be forced homeless and stuff like that, and especially if you're a doggone female, I don't have a car to live in, so I'm out there in the open, fresh meat. And y'all call me crazy for filming everything. So, people in the TI community, the ones who not playing both sides and being a fake TI perp, what they do is it's like they had this other biracial looking guy that was following me recently went back to following me around. And it's weird that they follow you around everywhere, but they don't give eye contact and they don't even want to talk to you. But everywhere you go, they're there. And they avoid looking at you. Even other target individuals got videos of a perp that try to look away, especially when you try to expose and out them, and then they try to look away and try to, or they'll play like as if they're caught off guard and surprised. Like one of the recent videos I did a few days ago, I think it was last Wednesday night, and I showed y'all those perps at the gas station, and they had obvious one side of the forward headlights. On the right side, it was tail lights that was messed up. I mean, not messed up, but I meant to say, they had tail lights on one side, but not the other. And of course, they put on a false illusion, like as if they're minding their own business, not paying attention to you. But yet they're stalking everything you're doing and monitoring everything you're doing. And so I put them on film. Y'all saw it, and they pretend to be shocked and pretend to be fake surprised deliberately, They know what they're doing. So the online perps are abusive and narcissistic enough that they think, I really think that they have some kind of powerful fake way that what they're doing is, if I speak about certain people like certain fake TI perps that I speak about, they make it like as if they have a way that they block me from getting any thumbs up. Like the video I did a couple of videos ago talking about, fake TI perps or altercations with anybody in the so-called TI community. If I do videos talking about those people, then people make sure I don't get any thumbs up, But the regular perps, sometimes I'll end up getting a few thumbs up. Like in the middle of the night, I was talking about the regular perps, and I got quite a bit of thumbs up, but of course they made sure that the thumbs down outnumber the thumbs up. So, it seems like I have the online perps, I have their accounts blocked, but they must be closely working with YouTube to deactivate, me from getting any thumbs up on videos. And so they stalk and watch everything I do while telling everybody else to ignore me, don't watch my videos, don't support or read my short stories, and stuff like that. But yet they stalk my blog, but tell everybody don't read her blog. It is now it's now February 1st, 2023 at 12:05 a.m. in the morning. So I'm gonna say yesterday because now it's 5 minutes into a new day. So I'm gonna say, a few hours ago, yesterday, all day yesterday, the last day of January, I accomplished listening to the Bible. But and I did pray, but I didn't work on it. It's like the end of the day happened before I realized, I didn't get around to working on any short stories because I'm sitting here trying to catch up on sleep and try to get me some sleep. And after dinner, I didn't get to sleep that well. So, and I guess I sat down so much that my knees and legs started to hurt. Imagine um, going 72 hours, going longer than 72 hours without the opportunity to stretch out and lay down. Or imagine going 30 days without being able to lay down anywhere or sleep anywhere. And then in downtown New Orleans in 2018 and 2019, I used to get harassed and bullied and hassled by abusive, aggressive, narcissistic bus drivers in my hometown, New Orleans, especially downtown. They used to be hostile and violent and abusive. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm trying to get on a Claiborne bus, for example, and if the bus driver, if I end up dozing off and the bus driver be hostile or something, or if I take the Canal Street streetcar and the same thing, or the Elysian Fields. Like the buses run almost all night in New Orleans. I think they have a few routes or a few lines that run actually 24 hours. Like probably the 2-lane bus or one of the St. Bernard buses or something. But here the buses ain't like that, But during the day, if you doze off and fall asleep on the bus, here in Pensacola, during the day, they don't say nothing. But I've been, like tonight, a few hours ago, I didn't get to sleep well. I got a little bit of sleep, but it wasn't good sleep. And I accomplished making myself, eat some fruit and vegetables. I had a big, not a big bowl of fruit, but I had a small to medium bowl of fruit this morning, in addition to whatever else I ate. And then for dinner, I had I made sure I had a big salad, a big bowl of salad. I had a big bowl of salad, but I ate only twice, and dealing with the gastroparesis. The gastroparesis, delayed stomach emptying because of the sleep deprivation. And then I can feel the food, like at the moment I can feel the food still in my chest. Like I can feel the food in my chest, but sometimes I can feel it in my stomach. But at the moment I can feel the food in my chest. Like it's not even, it feels like as if the food didn't really much go down. But I told myself, I need to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables and salads, and try to improve my health. And I've been, due to the depression, I've been eating a lot of sweets, not like I used to, but been eating sweets and stuff because of this as comfort, because of this homelessness and depression and the targeting, So I've been struggling with addiction with food, but it's not nearly as bad, as when I was on those psychiatric medications. But there was a point in time when I was doing really well with weight loss and eating properly, and somehow I would still end up suffering the sleep deprivation. That's how I know it would be due to the targeting. If I can eat all the right foods with heavy magnesium and melatonin or whatever, and still can't get any sleep. The foods that's supposed to help promote sleep, So I'm feeling anxiety about having to be, on the streets for another night, and then another night after that, and then tomorrow night. Wait, no, later tonight is Wednesday, but Thursday night is supposed to be colder, and then Friday and all weekend long is supposed to be really cold. But yeah, I mean, people saying it's a nationwide housing crisis, and especially affordable housing crisis. And so and then a lot of homeless shelters be getting shut down. So can't be in a homeless shelter being targeted. I've seen professed targeted individuals be rejected from homeless shelters, or they get perped out of the shelter and forced to be back on the streets, so that we can be fresh meat for the terrorism and stalking and abuse and stuff. But they're making it so hard for me to get. They don't want me to live a normal life. It's like they want me to be forced to go to a shelter, get on be on government assistance all my life, and be forced homeless and poor, and they won't even allow me to advance to work and get my own car, house, whatever. And they make it so hard, or it's a hard fight, that they mob you from everywhere. But I'm still, trying to fight to get housing again, but it's so hard, and then people blame me. So but anyway, I'm sitting here trying to speak my mind and speak the truth, and it seems like as if me talking about fake TI perps is off limits, or me talking about family members is off limits, or me talking about narcissistic abuse is off limits, me talking about how my targeting started and Stank Horlanika from the Masonic Smelly Craft family, oh, that's off limits. But you know what? Fuck all y'all, and I'm still getting my story out. Y'all don't have the authority to try to control my mouth. And some people say, oh, it don't matter if you get 30 thumbs down, as long as you speaking the truth and living in your truth, God will make sure you get the truth out. And they say, well, keep on fighting the good fight of faith, and keep your eye on the prize, and stuff like that. But I don't see how these people walking around falsely glorifying themselves as God's chosen elect, while they're narcissistically abusing and bullying and perping people while claiming to be targeted. So I guess I'm just gonna need help for like a day and a half worth of food again. And then this coming Friday, I'll be on my own for maybe at least just a week, probably. I don't know. But, it's very hard, very, very hard trying to survive. And the gang stalkers, they act like they delusionally believe that they own me. And even other professed targets say, well, these perps act like they think they own us. Well, the narcissistic control freak fake TI perp, they act like they think they own my life too, trying to dish out orders and tell me what to do and how to live. So as I said, I'm like, when I get all these thumbs down, I'm wondering, what did I say wrong, or what did I do wrong? It's those abusive narcissistic that online stalker perp cult. So I'm still trying to get donations and help for food to eat. And I'm hoping I can get more sleep. Because I'm on the streets, that's why I'm more deprived. But over the weekend, my sleep wasn't that great in the hotel room for whatever reason. But I'm gonna go for now, and I gotta go for now. It's 12:17 a.m. in the morning, so I'll see y'all later.